much for your time and congratulations for the movie. You are both amazing in it.
Appreciate it.
Vampire mythology has been explored in film history for 100 years, but Sinners feels fresh in a way inside this genre. How do you think that Sinners finds its own identity in this genre, in the vampire genre?
Ryan Coogler, man. You know, yeah, I think this is coming from like a real fan of cinema, but a real kind of visionary of a director as well. And you know, it's very entertaining. It's very escapism. You will escape by watching it, but it's rooted in something quite grounded and historically true, or you know, at least true enough to the story. And so yeah, it is. It's supernatural, but it has its roots kind of tied into something, you know, transcending of that.
Yeah, I think another thing that's dope about this one is that, like, with a lot of vampire films, like most of the time you know like who the vampire is, and I think with this one it's like you don't know. It could be, you know, a person that's really close to you. You never know. So I think that's a dope element that Ryan added to this film.
Related to this question, it seems that the vampire genre is as immoral as these creatures themselves. Where do you think the success of this genre lies? To 100 years after Murnau's Nosferatu, this genre continues to captivate the audience.
I think like vampiric folklore has been around for centuries. You know, obviously it predates cinema by a good number of years. So you know, it's yeah. I think cinema just feels like another vehicle for this type of folklore. You know, these oral stories that have been with us since we began talking to each other.
Jaggery said that villains have all the fun in the movies because they can go crazy. Is the same when acting as a villain? You can have more fun, or you have to be more careful because you have to be careful of not falling into a parody?
I suppose, yeah. Look, there is always like an element of you want there to be like gravitas to the roles that you're playing, and you want them to be convincing. You want as many people as possible to be able to project something onto what you're offering, and then hopefully take something away too. But I don't think you should be like overly cautious about it being a parody. You know, I think we can be. There are paradoxes in real life. You know, so if you're portraying reality or trying to, then no, that's a really long-winded answer to your question. No. Basically, no.
How was finding that balance between listening to all the experimented professionals around you and reaching your own voice to know yourself as an actor?
Yeah, I feel like it was definitely a balance, but you know, having, you know, these incredible actors, I feel like I was able to learn like something different from everybody. Everybody kind of has their own process, you know, preparing for the role or getting pumped for the role. Like I know Jack, like he likes to move around a lot and, you know, kind of get pumped up for the scene. So that was something that I picked up from him. And, you know, and you know, that stuff kind of works, you know. So yeah, that's something that I use.
The movie is like a great blues song. I mean, it's sexy, powerful, dangerous. Why do you think that blues and music in general works so well in Sinners to give the movie a lot of layers?
Yeah, I feel like, well, you know, the film is, you know, in Mississippi, and that's kind of where, you know, the blues kind of started from. And so I feel like, you know, as the story goes on, you see how it's all kind of tied in. You know, people back then, they kind of used blues as an outlet to, you know, speak to what they were going through and their challenges and their struggles. So it's, you know, it's rooted, well, deeply rooted.
I suppose as well it was considered unholy. Mm-hmm. Like this type of music was you know, there were a lot of movements against this type of congregating and things. So, you know, the vampiric element too, kind of leading into that. It's all kind of intrinsic.